Welcome to Emperor Jonwayne's Freaky Flicks. I am Emperor Jonwayne Frankenstein, your king of cringe, your host of horrors, your master of the macabre, bringing to you some of the greatest cult and classic and horror movies of all times. Some of these movies are so cheesy, we have to bring them to you from the cheese capital of the world, Wisconsin. And well, as you know, last time we brought you the first part of the greatest cereal ever made, the Drums of Fu Manchu. So today we bring you the second half of the Drums of Fu Manchu. This one's going to be a long one. It's over 2.5 hours, plus our intro and our outro and our occasional breaks we have so you can run and refresh your snacks or run to the bathroom. So, get ready to hanker down. When we last left, the fiendish Dr. Fu Manchu was attempting to get the staff of Genghis Khan so he could take over Genghis' nation and use his empire to rule the world. But now, it is time. We all know the best way to watch these movies is with snacks and drinks and food. So you could just press pause right now and quick run and grab your snacks, your popcorn, your candy, your soda, whatever. We'll be waiting for you when you get back. Well, now that you're back, you see, with all this fun Chinese celebration, I decided that today I was going to get Takeout Chinese while I watch the movie. So I've got plenty of Chinese food. Oh, more than enough. And of course, since we're going for the Chinese, to wash it down, I've got a whole gallon of green iced tea with extra ginseng. I'm sure you've heard I wouldn't do that for all the tea in China. So obviously, everyone knows that China goes hand in hand with tea. So in any case, I just got done with a long day of work. And I've been waiting all day to watch this movie. Not to mention to eat all this yummy food while being entertained. So I guess we've said enough. It is time for us to roll it! To make the telephone call, all of a sudden Allan twists
All right, Mary, put through the call.
Calling Central Airport for plane to land connection. No answer and the phone stopped ringing.
No matter, we'll go on in anyway.
Allan! Allan!
Here I am under the couch.
Weak! Come on, on, Dr. Fu Manchu. You can have better explosions than that.
Thank heaven you're safe.
Like one of the world's smartest
You all right,
men.
son?
I guess so.
Where's Fu Manchu?
He said he'd be well across the border on the way to Asia by the time the telephone set off the explosion.
We may not be able to stop Fu Manchu, but we still have a chance of getting to the tomb ahead of him.
We have?
Definitely. The only clue that Fu Manchu has to its location is the cardiac segment. Professor Randall has an exact duplicate of it, and he's having it translated. Come on.
It names the Temple of the Blind Dragon, located somewhere in the hills of Nihala. That name may have been changed since then.
Nihala. Then Fu Manchu must be headed for Branipur. That's the only large settlement in that area.
Does that mean that the lost tomb of Genghis Khan is located in that general district?
It's almost a certainty. We have a fair chance of finding the tomb before Fu Manchu if we work fast.
Precisely. While you're making preparations, I'll go ahead by clipper ship and do a little investigating.
We can leave immediately.
We?
You forget it was Fu Manchu who murdered my father. He shan't escape if I can help it.
Speaking about the cheese capital of the world, there's nothing more delightful than melted cheese.
I'm not concerned with Allan Parker, but Sir Nayland Smith is an enemy not to be taken lightly. Crawford is going to the Orient to attend a Saipan meeting. If he were on board the same clipper ship with Sir Nayland, anything might happen. I must use the telegraph at once. Pay them.
Carry that onto the clipper ship yourself. We don't want to disappoint Sir Nayland Smith. Now suppose we check with the wireless operator. He might have some word for us.
I think it's a good idea.
Won't you come in for a bit, Allan?
No, I think we both better get some sleep. See you in the morning.
Good night.
Nayland Smith will interfere with Fu Manchu anymore. Get the lizard and bring it back to my compartment.
the matter?
A visitor. Obviously sent by Fu Manchu and a victim of his own scheme to kill me.
Why, that's Mr. Crawford's manservant.
What's this you're saying about my servant?
Only that he just made an attempt to kill me with a poisonous lizard. I suggest you have the body removed, officer. I will give you a detailed account of the accident later.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry about this. If there's anything I can do.
Oh, we can't blame you for this. Come in, Allan. I encountered one of Fu Manchu's poisonous lizards some years ago in Burma. The scent on the pillow put me on my guard. There's an American by the name of Crawford stopping at the Imperial Hotel. We have every reason to believe he's working for Fu Manchu. You might have him here on a routine inspection.
I'll call at once. Imperial Hotel, Mr. Crawford, please.
Hello?
This is the British consul. We find that you haven't submitted your passport for inspection.
Yes, of course. I'll be right down.
We'll check with you later, Wilson.
Right.
Allan, I think I'll drop into the cable office. You want to come along?
No, I'll meet you here in an hour.
Right. Goodbye.
What is it?
A messenger.
Well, just a moment.
What is it? Our illustrious master awaits all loyal members of the Psi Phi.
All right. What did you find out from Crawford?
Nothing definite yet. He returned to his hotel to get some papers for me and hasn't come back.
How long ago was that?
Over an hour. I rang his room, but there's no answer.
No answer, eh? Maybe I can find out something if I drop in while he's out. Has Allan been around?
Not yet.
Or when he comes, ask him to wait for me at my quarters, will you?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
gentlemen of the Saipan.
Illustrious one.
I have summoned you from your various provinces to bring you good news. The scepter of Genghis Khan will soon be ours. This Kardak segment bears the secret of the lost tomb, where the sacred scepter has been buried with the great Khan for centuries. Once this segment is inserted in the idol from which it was taken, it will reveal the location of the tomb.
The idol you speak of, illustrious one, do you know of its location?
The segment names the Temple of the Blind Dragon, but as you all know, it is now known by another name. I shall have no difficulty in locating this temple, and once there, I shall obtain final instructions which will lead me to the tomb.
The tribesmen are ripe for revolt now, but unless we can bring them the scepter...
When the scepter of Genghis Khan reposes in my hands, I shall declare the prophecy of the holy year fulfilled and give the signal for a revolt which will drive our enemies into the sea.
This temple of the blind dragon, illustrious one, you say its new name is known to us?
Were I to mention... Were I to mention it, you would recognize its identity at once. While Sir Nayland Smith and his young assistant, Allan Parker, are searching the wasteland for its location, I plan to win the goodwill of the temple priests and obtain the information we desire. Does that meet with your approval, Mr. Parker? You were very clever to trick my messenger into bringing you here. That feat was accomplished only once before in the history of the Saipan, and it may interest you to know that that person did not leave the room alive. And now, will you please honor us by rising, Mr. Parker?
Stand back.
Best part is not having to wait a whole week for the next episode. Drums of Fu Manchu. Ranger Trail. Background note: Fu Manchu's present is a sci-fi meeting. And then Smith trails Crawford to Saipan headquarters in Wandapur. Crawford hurries toward Fu Manchu Mountain's presence. With the secret meeting.
summoned you from your various provinces to bring you good news. The scepter of Genghis Khan will soon be ours. This Kardak segment bears the secret of the lost tomb, where the sacred scepter has been buried with the great Khan for centuries. The segment names the Temple of the Blind Dragon, but as you all know, it is now known by another name.
This Temple of the Blind Dragon, illustrious one, you say its new name is known to us?
Were I to mention... Were I to mention it, you would recognize its identity at once. While Sir Nayland Smith and his young assistant, Allan Parker, are searching the wasteland for its location, I plan to win the goodwill of the temple priests and obtain the information we desire. Does that meet with your approval, Mr. Parker? Will you please honor us by rising, Mr. Parker?
Stand back.
The dead serve another master. This way.
He's only wounded. Let's take him to the fort for questioning.
As officer commanding this garrison, it is my duty to maintain law and order in the district of Granapur. Anyone guilty of inciting the natives is usually handed over to a firing squad.
You're rather a hole, Crawford. You better change your mind.
All we want to know is the location of this Temple of the Blind Dragon.
I've already told you. I don't know where it is.
We know its name has been changed, and you know what the new name is. Tell us that.
Aren't you forgetting a gentleman by the name of Fu Manchu? My life wouldn't be worth very much if I talked.
After what Major Carlton said, your life isn't worth much if you don't talk.
Give us this information. Now see that you have safe transportation back to the States. Half the world away from Fu Manchu.
Can I depend on that?
If Major Carlton gives his word, we'll all vouch for it.
All right. I'll tell you. The place you're looking for is now called the Temple of the Sun.
The Temple of the Sun. When Professor Randolph gets here, he can tell us where it's located.
Doctor?
Hello, Nayland. Let me help you down, Mary.
Thanks.
Well, you see me good here.
How are you, Mary?
Fine,
Nice
thank you.
to see you, Doctor.
How are you, Mary?
Fine, thank you, Allan.
We have good news for you, Professor.
Then you found the Temple of the Blind Dragon?
Well, practically. We've learned that it's now known as the Temple of the Sun. Does that mean anything to you?
Why, certainly. That's a holy shrine, located in the heart of the Nahala Mountains, and a good day's journey from here.
Then there's no time to lose. I'll ask Major Carlton for a military pass for the plane. Allan will show you our quarters.
Oh, right.
And the Major gave Sir Nayland Smith permission to fly the plane to the Temple of the Sun as soon as it is checked.
You're a faithful servant, Dunga. A faithful servant. Is there much time at our disposal?
Certainly until nightfall, illustrious one. The plane has come from afar off, and there is much work to be done.
Even time serves me. I've evolved a simple plan which will prevent Sir Nayland Smith from ever again interfering in my affairs.
And Crawford, the informer, illustrious one. Are we not going to avenge his treachery?
In good time, Dangrau, in good time. Meanwhile, this is what I want you to do.
The Temple of the Sun is located somewhere in this general vicinity. By landing in this clearing, you should be able to obtain some means of transportation to the temple.
But you said the countryside is swarming with hostile tribesmen.
We should be safe enough so long as they don't know our true mission. By leaving now, we should arrive there by tomorrow morning. And back tomorrow night.
Good luck. We'll be expecting you tomorrow night.
Right.
Sir Nayland! Here comes Randolph. There must be something wrong.
Major Carlton changed his mind. Doesn't want you to take off.
Where is the Major?
In his office. He wants to see you both.
Maybe we can make him change his mind again.
I'm sorry, Sir Nayland, but I just had word from our outpost that the natives are acting up, particularly in the neighborhood of your objective.
We realize the risk, Major Carlton. But once we locate the lost tomb of Genghis Khan and recover the sacred scepter, we can break up that spirit of revolt.
And if Fu Manchu succeeds in getting the scepter before us, he'll have every fanatical native in Asia on his side.
That may be something what you say, Mr. Parker, but as commanding officer...
It was Mr. Crawford, sir.
Crawford? He must be insane. Perhaps we can contact him by shortwave.
Calling Sir Nayland Smith and Allan Parker. It is Fu Manchu calling Sir Nayland Smith and Allan Parker. I know you are in the army plane bound for the Temple of the Sun.
This Fu Manchu. Oh, he thinks Allan and I are in that plane.
I have seen to it that you will never reach your destination. Even before you can return to Branapur, your plane will fall into the jagged hills of Nehala. Goodbye, Sir Nayland Smith. Goodbye, Mr. Allan Parker.
No, it's a mistake.
The gods of destruction favor us.
I'm Crawford here. Are you there? This is Crawford.
Poor chap. There's nothing we can do for him now.
Do you hear me? This is Crawford here. Smith and Parker are not with me.
On the contrary, Major. We are now more determined than ever to reach the Temple of the Sun.
With the destruction of our plane, the only means of getting through is by motor car. And I needn't tell you of the risk involved.
That's the only way Fu Manchu can travel. So if we get an early start, we can get there ahead of him.
I can't spare any of my troops, but I can send an additional man and a driver with you.
That will be splendid, Major. After all, our mission is to contact the temple priest and prepare him for the caravan that is to follow later.
I searched the body carefully, but found no message on him.
Was there any chance of him handing a message to the dacoit during the fight?
Not a chance. They were never in contact up to the time the Dangra was killed.
In that event, you will leave at break of day by motor car as planned.
Fine.
Then it was Crawford who was killed in the plane crash.
Yes, and according to Dangra, Sir Nayland and Allan are planning to leave by car at dawn with their copy of the Cardac segment.
Do you think they would really be so foolhardy as to travel openly through the Nahala Hills?
They are apparently desperate to reach the temple before us, or else they underestimate their danger. Okay. Send word to the various leaders. Tell them to order out their tribesmen at once and...
Sir Dennis, Nayland, Smith and party. Official business, Foreign Office. Carry on, Sergeant. Beyond here, we're on our own. It's an ambush. Keep going.
the plans of Allan Parker as Nayland orders the natives to ambush them. And so it begins.
Sir Dennis, Nayland, Smith and party. Official business, Foreign Office. Carry on, Sergeant. Beyond here, we're on our own. It's an ambush. Keep going. Allan. I hope he takes word back we've been killed in the crash.
Has there been any report from the hillmen?
The 2 soldiers were killed, illustrious father, but they could find no trace of Sir Nayland Smith and Allan Parker.
Then they must be hiding in the hills, waiting for Randolph and the others.
If they reach the temple with their copy of the Kardak segment, nothing can stop them from discovering the location of the lost tomb of Genghis Khan.
I think I know how to stop them. We must reach the temple before they do.
The only conclusion we can draw is that Fu Manchu has spies everywhere. So the natives were obviously lying in wait for us.
I believe we're safe now. The Temple of the Sun isn't far from here, and those natives are friendly.
And we can ride on while Allan and Mary locate a good campsite. They can join us later.
We'll have everything set by the time you contact the temple priest. Here's a chance to show what a good Girl Scout you are. See if you can find some water.
All right.
Take her into the tent.
Fu Manchu is your master. You will obey him without question.
pleased to see you again, Mr. Parker. I was about to pay a formal call upon your friends at the Temple of the Sun. But first, I shall arrange for your entertainment while I'm gone. Bring him. How do you like my little device, Mr. Parker? Ingenious, don't you think? When the cord breaks, the tree will catapult back into its original position. What happens then, I leave to your imagination. I must leave you presently. Is there some little favor you would have me perform?
I would like a drink of water.
JWK, bring water. Here is the water you asked for, Mr. Parker. Knowing your great solicitude for your friends, I feel that I should tell you that the cooperation of Miss Randolph assures the complete success of my plans.
We've traveled halfway around the world to return the Kardec segment to the temple from which it was originally taken.
Knowing the ancient prophecy, we feared that some unscrupulous person might learn the whereabouts of the lost tomb and obtain Genghis Khan's sacred scepter.
There was no peace in the hills of Nehala until the English came. This is further proof of your great friendship for my people.
In the name of that friendship, we now ask that you help us put an end to the spirit of revolt, which is increasing among the hill tribes.
Your wish is as a command. Speak. What is it you would have me do?
By returning the segment to its original place in the altar, we would learn the secret of the tomb. With your consent and blessing, we would remove the sacred scepter and turn it over to the High Lama of Branapur.
You would make him the leader, prophecy to appear before my people?
Exactly. And the leader for peace instead of for war.
With your indulgence, I will now commune with the spirits of my departed ancestors. Thank you, gentlemen, for your forbearance. If you will now replace the segment, you may obtain the information you seek.
That is strange. The legend states that Kardak will speak once the altar stone is replaced.
But that part of the prophecy must have been added by some well-meaning but misguided follower who was carried away by his devotion.
I've made a copy of the inscription. As soon as I translate it, we'll have the key to the location of the lost tomb of Genghis Khan.
May Kardak bless your endeavors.
Kardak will not bless impostors. Here is the real segment so long lost from your Kardak altar. These men, Seraprani, are plotting to seize the great Khan's scepter and start rebellion. I come to you in peace. Let this speak for me.
How do I know which stone is false and which is true?
The prophecy states that Kardak will be heard again once the segment is back in its place. Has Kardak spoken?
Do you believe that the segment you hold will cause Kardak to speak?
Kardak, goddess of the sun, speak.
Kardak is free once more to speak. An ancient evil is about to be undone.
This man is clever, unscrupulous. This is a trick.
My ears do not deceive me. Kardak has spoken.
These men have defiled Kardak's holy altar and deceived you, her priest.
The desecration of the shrine demands a sacrifice. Who would be a true follower of Kardak must first produce this sacrifice.
I have brought the sacrifice.
Mary! She's hypnotized.
Here is a sacrifice acceptable to the ancient rites of Kardak.
Some निकल जाओ.
Gentlemen, you're about to witness a miracle unseen since the days of the illustrious Genghis Khan. Through this crystal, the sun's power will be magnified to unbelievable proportions. Small idol in the path of the ray is of solid bronze.
So you can go to the bathroom, refresh your snacks, or do whatever you need to do. If you want, press pause, whatever. Now we'll just go through what we had here today, and I still have plenty left to finish. First of all, we have lo mein. Lo mein. Noodles, beef, veggies, soy sauce. Nom, 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 nom. Fried rice. Rice. Again with veggies, eggs, soy sauce, and protein. The egg roll. Nice flour wrap with stuffed with cabbage and vegetables and meat. And General Chow's chicken. One of the greatest delicacies of all time. And of course, the great crab ragoon, which has cream cheese and crab meat fried with a crispy golden crust, and you dip in sweet and sour sauce. Oh, so tasty, so good. And of course, let's not forget the fortune cookie. We got 3 fortune cookies, 1 for each break and 1 for the end. The fortune cookies actually are very associated with Chinese restaurants nowadays. Come originally from Japan from a fortune cracker. It wasn't until in America where a Chinese man reinvented them with vanilla and sugar and made them a cookie instead of a cracker. What fortunate. So simple, yet so good. Now that to see what our fortune is, huh? We'll shed a little light on that subject. Make it a win-win situation. Well, here I am, eating some yummy Chinese food while watching Fu Manchu and sharing it with you, my viewing audience, and all the people in the world. So we all win. It's dinner and a movie. And I am your date, Emperor Jonwayne Frankenstein, presenting the Drums of Fu Manchu and some yummy, yummy Chinese takeout food. I hope you're having fun joining me here, as always, in the cheese capital of the world, Wisconsin. What was that? I think we took enough break. By now you should be back and press play. And it's time for us to roll it! Thank you for that brief interruption.
a sacrifice acceptable to the ancient rites of Kardec.
सब निकल जाओ।
You're about to witness some miracle unseen since the days of the illustrious Genghis Khan. Through this crystal, the sun's power will be magnified to unbelievable proportions. The small idol in the path of the ray is of solid bronze.
Mary, wake up.
Tie those two men and take them to the dungeon.
Sit up, Ronnie. Sit up, Ronnie. Wait.
Who is this woman?
She is Fu Manchu's daughter. I found her concealed behind the sacred goddess. It was her voice that you heard.
Seize him!
Chance of catching them now.
Let's go back in.
As soon as I finish this translation, we'll be ready to start for the tomb. Dragon Gorge. You know where that is, Sir Prani?
Yes, it is a narrow defile in the hills about 5 miles east of here.
The trail leading to the tomb is at the head of this gorge, and the entrance is concealed by a door which is apparently a part of the rock cliff. Now, there's a bas-relief figure of the sun god on this door, and by pressing the right eye of that figure, a lock is released, and the face may be swung aside. From there on, gentlemen, our route is clear. We simply...
Tie those two men and take them to the dungeon.
Sit up, Ronnie.
Time slip.
Sit up, Ronnie. Wait.
Who is this woman?
She is Fu Manchu's daughter. I found her concealed behind the sacred goddess. It was her voice that you heard.
Seize him!
chance of catching them now.
Let's go back in.
As soon as I finish this translation, we'll be ready to start for the tomb. Dragon Gorge. You know where that is, Sir Prani?
Yes, it is a narrow defile in the hills about 5 miles east of here.
The trail leading to the tomb is at the head of this gorge, and the entrance is concealed by a door which is apparently a part of the rock cliff. Now, there's a bas-relief figure of the sun god on this door, and by pressing the right eye of that figure, a lock is released, and the face may be swung aside. From there on, gentlemen, our route is clear. We simply follow the main tunnel into the tomb.
That is all the information I require. We go to Dragon Gorge at once. Lokai.
That is all, except for a rather sinister postscript. Death guards the entrance. Beware.
There must be a trap in that gorge. We'll have to proceed very carefully.
Let's get started.
There's no need for all of us to go. Allan and I can do the job. You and Pete, you better stay here with Mary.
Do you think it's safe for just you two to enter the tomb?
Why not? Fu Manchu can't know where we're going.
Goodbye, Mary.
There must be a trail somewhere. Find it.
Master! Master!
When the dead speak, the living must obey. The arrow indicates the true path. Proceed. A simple contrivance of the ancients. A spear gun tripped by a vine. It is on that hill. Collect those spears. Reset that trap. Hide the body carefully. This will make a pleasant surprise for Sir Nayland and his friends.
This doesn't look like a trail. I think I'll have a look around. Sir Nayland! Are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right.
A spear trap.
Yes.
This must be the danger the inscription warned us about.
Well, let's hope this is the only one.
We'll have to be more careful. At least we know we're on the right path now.
There it is, just as it was described.
Tomb of Genghis Khan.
This is only the entrance, but we should have no trouble from here on.
Move the statue over to that tunnel. Hush. Poila. Pikachini Pao. Okay.
It must be this way. We've taken the wrong turn unless there's some secret door here.
Someone's back there. Fu Manchu must be down this tunnel.
vibration will bring the whole ceiling down on us. Where are the others?
We were discovered, Master. They are coming this way.
Sign of anyone here.
That dacoit must have warned Fu Manchu.
Can't help that. Let's go ahead. That must be the door to the tomb.
Listen.
The drums of Fu Manchu. They'll bring the whole ceiling down on us.
Let's get out of here.
Heavy sound vibration will bring the whole ceiling down on us. Where are the others?
We were discovered, Master. They are coming this way.
Sign of anyone here.
That dacoit must have warned Fu Manchu.
Can't help that. Let's go ahead. That must be the door to the tomb.
Listen.
The drums of Fu Manchu. They'll bring the whole ceiling down on us.
Let's get out of here.
Sir Nayland Smith. This is indeed a sad climax to our long association.
Hold it! Come back here.
Again we meet under, shall I say, unpleasant circumstances?
And this time we intend to keep you with us, Fu Manchu. You shall be our constant care until you are in the hands of the authorities and the sacred scepter of Genghis Khan turned over to its rightful guardians. Try the door again, Allan. Come down from there.
I can't find anything here.
Look over the side wall.
This lever may be the release.
Try it.
The tomb of Genghis Khan, resting place of his sacred scepter.
I can understand how you feel, Fu Manchu. If the scepter had fallen into your hands, you would have used it to become the leader in a revolt that would have thrown all of Asia into war. Fortunately, that danger has been averted. The scepter will be turned over to the High Lama, who will lead the tribes back into the ways of peace.
Perhaps, but the decision may still rest with Genghis Khan. You see, Sir Nayland, he wrote that inscription. Only in death did I enter here. And for you who enter otherwise, forever shall you remember and forever regret.
You stay here with him, Allan.
No, Sir Nayland. Your life's too important to risk now.
But it's my duty.
Sir Nayland!
Stand back! Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
Sir Nayland!
I'll get help from the Temple of the Sun. Break that door down if I have to dynamite it. Heavens, man, I thought you were in that tomb. How did you get out?
Luckily, I found the secret exit.
The scepter. Didn't you get it?
Yes, it's safe. I hid it. I'll get it.
This doesn't seem to be your lucky day, Fu Manchu. We must hurry back to Branapur. Some of Fu Manchu's men may spread the word that we have this.
We shouldn't have any trouble getting back to the temple. But how about the road from there to Branapur?
If the tribes would have already started the revolt, we'll never get through.
Why not take Fu Manchu back to the Temple of the Sun and hold him there while I ride on to the post for a squad of soldiers?
That's a good idea.
Get going.
I'm sure no one will molest us here in the temple. We can keep both Fu Manchu and the scepter safely while you go for the soldiers, Allan.
Good. Is the car ready?
It's just outside the entrance.
If I'm not back by nightfall, I don't have to tell you what to do. Well, wish me luck.
Stay where you are, Sir Nayland. Any outcry would be most disastrous. Drop that gun. I'm sure you will see the wisdom of giving me the scepter now, Professor Randolph. Will you kindly step this way?
Do you really expect to escape with a scepter, Fu Manchu? You know there's only one road leading out of here, and Allan's on it with a squad of soldiers.
That only makes my work easier. With the dynamite you have at your camp, I shall have no difficulty in removing Mr. Parker and the soldiers. This way, please. Drive to their camp and get the explosives, then return here.
You say Sir Nayland Smith has my father a prisoner and is going to take him to the Temple of the Sun? And Mr. Parker is going to drive to the post for help? You were holding my father at the Temple of the Sun.
If you think taking me prisoner will change that, you're making a mistake.
I expect to be able to make your friends see the advisability of exchanging prisoners. I trust your friends will be pleased to see me instead of the soldiers. I know my father will.
The young American moves rapidly, but death is even swifter than he. It is a rare privilege to be able to remove all opposition and wipe out an old enemy at the same time.
Escape from the Temple of the Sun. Follow Sui, who thinks her father's still a prisoner, plans to capture Allan and force him to release Fu Manchu. escorts for his friends.
I understand you are holding my father at the Temple of the Sun.
If you think taking me prisoner will change that, you're making a mistake.
I expect to be able to make your friends see the advisability of exchanging prisoners. I trust your friends will be pleased to see me instead of the soldiers. I know my father will.
The young American moves rapidly, but death is even swifter than he. My daughter. It's okay. Follow sweet. Follow sweet. Bring the scepter.
But what of the prophecy, illustrious one? When will it come to pass? This is the holy year. The tribesmen impatiently awaiting the sign of the scepter of the great Khan.
Events have not transpired as I expected they should. At the moment, the young American, Allan Parker, has the sacred scepter.
Allan Parker has the sacred scepter of Genghis Khan?
Yes, but not for long. In order to get it to the Fort Branapur, he must pass through Nihala Hills.
My tribesmen will bring him in upon the points of their swords.
That is good. When can you get a message to them?
Immediately. Within the hour, the beacon will flame. Every road and track through these hills will be a death trap.
Give your orders at once.
Here. In here, Allan.
Stand clear. I'm going to blow the lock.
We never expected to see you again. What happened?
The scepter. Yes, Allan, what did happen?
It's a long story, and I'll tell you later. But we won't be safe until we get that back in Branapur.
It's going to be very difficult. The hills are swarming with hostile natives. And to make matters worse, the leaders are working with Fu Manchu.
Yes, I know, but we'll have to try it anyway. The sooner we get going, the better chances we have.
Come on.
We'll drive without lights and try and sneak past them. But if they spot us, we'll have to shoot our way out.
Right. Yes, they'll be waiting for us.
Keep under cover. I think we can make it.
Are we through now?
I'm afraid not. There's one more bad spot just below the beacon.
If they have an ambush there, we'll never make it.
Don't you think we better make sure the gorge is clear before we drive into it?
Quite right, Allan. Drive off the road here. You and I will scout ahead on foot. We should be able to see the gorge from the top of that ridge. We'll be right back.
It looks all right.
Yes.
Look. They're coming up here. Quick, you get back to the car. I'll stop them until you get through.
No, but how can you do
Never mind about me. I'll be all right. Hurry.
It's time for a short break. If you need to refresh your snacks or go to the bathroom. The Drums of Fu Manchu. What a wild ride, boys and girls. I'm having an amazing time watching this. In fact, I'm almost speechless. And after getting a nice, yummy dinner, ooh, it's so great. Well, let's see what our fortune is this time. Your familiar smile will help a troubled family member. Here's my smile. and everyone who's watching these videos are all honorary members of the JWK and part of my extended family. So if the smile helps you, perfect. Fu Manchu, the evil genius, the leader of the Saipan. Superstar! Will he get the staff? Will he become the ruler of Asia and the world? The only way we can tell for sure is to roll it!
It looks all right.
Yes.
Look! They're coming up here. Quick, you get back to the car. I'll stop them until you get through.
No, but how can you do
Never mind about me. I'll be all right. Hurry.
Where's Allan?
He'll join us around the bend.
Keep going! We're in the clear.
Fine. We should be at Fort Branapa by morning.
You've done a magnificent piece of work for the Empire, Sir Nayland. With the sacred scepter of Genghis Khan in our hands, the peace of Asia is assured.
The work's not quite finished, Major Carlton. Until the scepter's in the hands of the High Lama, there's still danger of widespread revolt.
At least we kept it from Fu Manchu.
Determined as he is to get the scepter, he wouldn't dare attack the fort. Would it be possible to have the Lama come here to get it?
Yes, I think that can be arranged. I'll telegraph him at once.
What route would an emissary take traveling from the temple to the fort?
They usually go by horseback, over the upper trail.
Could your men dispose of any escort which might accompany this emissary?
Easily, illustrious one.
Then bring him to my tent, preferably alive.
The High Lama is unable to come himself, but he is sending an emissary who should arrive this afternoon.
Good. In the meantime, I can be making out my report to the Foreign Office.
Certainly, certainly. I'll see it are not disturbed.
Thank you.
Oh, Sir Nayland, allow me to put that in the safe.
Thank you.
You are my prisoner.
After him!
The High Lama himself would be deceived by the likeness.
The only one who might make it difficult for me is Sir Nayland Smith. But with these credentials, I believe we can deceive even him. The emissary from the High Lama to see Major Carl.
Yes, sir, he's expecting you. I'm Major Calden. Won't you please come in?
I am called Kumaral, emissary to His Holiness the High Lama.
These are the gentlemen who helped Sir Nayland recover the sacred scepter of Genghis Khan. Professor Randolph, Mr. Allan Parker. Kumaral, emissary of the High Lama.
It is a great pleasure to meet those who have been of such service to my people.
Is Sir Nayland still working on his report?
Yes, but I'll call him.
As a matter of precaution, the High Lama requested that I give you these credentials.
Thank you. You see, we're taking no chances of the scepter falling into the wrong hands.
Sir Nayland is still busy and asked to be excused.
I am most anxious to meet the illustrious gentleman. I have heard so much about him.
You'll hear more about him, I'm sure, once you rid your country of the menace of Fu Manchu.
And now, with your permission, may I return to the High Lama with the sacred scepter?
After your tedious journey, we would be ungracious indeed to allow you to return without tea and refreshment. Besides, we must arrange for a military escort as a precaution against Fu Manchu.
A worthy precaution indeed, but as for the rest and refreshment, that will not be necessary.
No, we insist. Your escort will take some time to arrange. Meanwhile, I'll see that your men are taken care of.
We cannot afford to wait any longer. Is the car in readiness?
Yes, there's this one.
Use this on the sentry outside the Major's office. Be sure he makes no outcry.
May I be of service?
Yes, Major. If you are wise, you will make no outcry and go quietly to that closet. Don't touch that button.
And you're not the emissary of the High Lama, but one of Fu Manchu's hirelings.
Not one of his hirelings, Major. Fu Manchu himself. There is too much at stake to entrust this matter to a subordinate. But we waste valuable time. Go to the closet. Please tender my apologies to Sir Nayland Smith. I'm sure he will understand.
It's Fu Manchu. He has the scepter.
Sir, the emissary of the High Lama just crashed through the gate. We fired, but he got away.
We still have time to catch him. Will you loan me one of your cars, sir?
What's wrong?
The scepter.
Of course. I took the liberty of borrowing it in order to photograph it for my collection. Well, what's the joke?
Well, the joke's on Fu Manchu when he opens the case he's stolen and finds the scepter gone.
It must have been accidental. They could not possibly have suspected me.
But what excuse can we give the tribesmen when we are unable to present the sacred scepter we have promised them?
You admit defeat too readily. There is still time to get it.
But the men at the fort have been warned. They will redouble their guard.
On the contrary, they will not expect me to strike again so soon. Tonight, while they are still gloating over their apparent success, I shall recover the scepter.
We can't afford to take any chances. There's no telling when Fu Manchu will strike again.
Why not sneak the scepter out tonight? We can reach the temple by dawn before Fu Manchu has time to gather his forces for another attack.
I think Mr. Parker is right. I can let you have some of my men as an escort. Something's gone wrong. Let's have a look. They must still be in the fort. Separate.
Discussing the possibilities of taking the Scepter to a safer place under the cover of darkness. Fu Manchu sent his natives to the Fort Rangar to steal the sacred scepter of Genghis Khan.
We can't afford to take any chances. There's no telling when Fu Manchu will strike again.
Why not sneak the Scepter out tonight? We can reach the temple by dawn before Fu Manchu has time to gather his forces for another attack.
I think Mr. Parker is right. I can let you have some of my men as an escort. Something's gone wrong. Let's have a look. They must still be in the fort. Separate.
There you are, quick! There's another one! Wait, don't shoot! It's Mr. Parker. Sorry, sir. We thought you were one of the natives. Get outside and try and stop them.
Temple of the God. Come on. Sergeant! Did you get them? I knocked the one with the scepter, sir, but we picked off the other one. There he goes. Come on. Allan! Wait! The sergeant wounded one of those men. He's getting away.
Yes, and he will be easily trailed and may lead us straight to Fu Manchu.
Sir Nayland's right. It's no use trying to catch the man on the horse. We can trail this one. Sergeant, take a detail and follow that man.
Pardon me, Major. It might be better if Allan and I went after him. Let us have one of your men, and we'll send him back if we need any help.
Certainly. Sergeant, follow these gentlemen. Right. Good luck. I'll stand by till I hear from you.
Right, Major.
He seems to be heading right for town. Do you suppose Fu Manchu is right here in Branapur?
I doubt it, but he may have some meeting place there. Come on.
Get help. Hurry.
Get him to come to the door. I'll drop through and take him.
Right.
Scepter, but the soldiers surprised us.
We must get word to Fu Manchu. I know the Nihala Hills. I'll take the message.
Saipan.
Line up. Take care of them, Sergeant. Let's go back to the fort, Allan.
Right.
We know that Fu Manchu is somewhere in this area. If he breaks through with the sacred scepter of Genghis Khan, we shall have a man-sized war on our hands in no time. There are only 3 passes by which he can get out, and I shall have them blocked immediately. The next thing is to rout him out of his hiding place, and Chief Kondar is the man for that job. He's the chief of a friendly tribe of hillmen, and they know that district thoroughly.
Well, where can we find him?
At his village in the hills. I suggest that you and Mr. Parker go there first thing in the morning.
That's fine. We'll start at daylight.
I am always honored to serve Major Carlton. We shall begin the search at once. Will the Sais ride with us?
No, we ride to take a message to the outpost at Rangai Pass. We'll meet you at some convenient place later.
Rangai Canyon at the crossroads would be suitable.
We will be there about noon and wait for it.
It is arranged.
After here.
You dare bear arms against the holy scepter of Genghis Khan? Do you not know it is written that one day a leader will come among you, whom you shall know by the sacred scepter?
White men told me nothing of the sacred scepter. They said you were a thief and a murderer, to be hunted down like a wolf.
What else would they say when they wish to capture the scepter for themselves and to use it to oppress your people? But the spirit of Genghis Khan wishes power to fall into the hands of foreigners? Never! That power has come to me. I am your leader.
The sacred scepter.
We are yours to command.
Your answer is worthy and loyal. Tell me, Chief of the Nihala, who sent you to capture me?
Major Carlton at Fort Branapur and Sir Nayland Smith.
Nayland Smith? The English troops, do they follow you?
They guard the passes. No one can get through them.
Nayland Smith can get through them. Bring Nayland Smith to me at once, alive.
It shall be done. I meet him within the hour.
I will go to your village. Bring him there. 2 of your men can guide me.
It is so.
Anything to report?
Much, Sahib. Much more than I expected. I found Fu Manchu and he's been taken to my village.
And the scepter?
The scepter is with him.
Can we go to the village at once?
That was my plan. Come.
One of us may get away!
Sir Nayland Smith. This is indeed a pleasure. For years you have hounded me. Now you will be very useful to me. You will make it possible for me to take the scepter of Genghis Khan through the guarded passes.
You ought to know me better than that.
You will do it voluntarily. Have you ever heard of a body living after its spirit is dead?
What do you mean?
You know why my dacoits are so fiercely loyal to me?
But I'm not a dacoit.
Not yet. But you will be soon. It's very simple. A slight operation. Really, there's no danger. Ask Lokai. In a little while, you will be like him. Put him on the table. Relax, Sir Nayland. Breathe deeply. You will feel no pain. Sir Nayland Smith, dacoit slave of Fu Manchu.
Final episode, chapter 15 next week. Revolt. Oh boy, I can hardly wait. I can know what's gonna happen. Fu Manchu sends Kendor's men to capture civilian spell. Allan Parker's alien escape from the village and flees thence.
Separate! One of us may get away!
Sir Nayland Smith. This is indeed a pleasure. For years you have hounded me. Now you will be very useful to me. You will make it possible for me to take the scepter of Genghis Khan through the guarded passes.
You ought to know me better than that.
You will do it voluntarily. You know why my dacoits are so fiercely loyal to me?
But I'm not a dacoit.
Not yet. But you will be soon. Put him on the table. Relax, Sir Nayland. Breathe deeply. You will feel no pain. Sir Nayland Smith, dacoit slave of Fu Manchu.
Stop! Nitroglycerin, Fu Manchu. Tell your men to stand back or I'll blow us all up.
A gallant gesture, Mr. Parker, but foolhardy. Both you and Sir Nayland
We'll die too. I know that. But the scepter of Genghis Khan will be destroyed, and you and your plans to incite the natives to rebellion will die with us. No, Fu Manchu. Either Smith and I walk out of here unmolested, and with the scepter, or we all die. Sir Nayland! Sir Nayland! Come out of it! Sir Nayland! Come out of it.
Allan, Fu Manchu.
Seize him!
They'll reach the fort. By nightfall, a regiment will be attacking this village.
The troops will have to come through Rangai Pass, will they not? Then call the men of all the tribes. Tell them to ambush the troops in the pass.
But the friendly tribes will refuse to attack the English troops.
Will they accept the Holy Scepter as a sign?
Of course, illustrious one. This is the holy year.
Then summon the tribes at once.
But the scepter?
Tell them to look to the skies.
Looks like he's gonna play Batman.
I'll go to the fort. You stay here and see what you can find out.
Right.
Salire there!
Fu Manchu is in that village, Major Carlton. If the troops attack base at once, he can be captured.
Most of my command is on patrol in the passes, but I can send a squadron of cavalry. Have the 3rd Squadron formed on the parade ground immediately. I'll command it myself. And now, Sir Nayland, we'll check over the details of our advance.
The prophecy has struck. Tonight we ride and drive the hated white man from our land. The scepter of Genghis Khan will appear tonight. Look!
The holy scepter of Genghis Khan.
Fate has delivered the foreign soldiers into our hands. They march tonight to Rangai Pass. We will wait in ambush and descend upon them like wolves. Hey! Spread the word! Charge assemble at the pass!
The shadow of the holy scepter.
Our work's cut out for us tonight.
It's an ambush!
It's a trap!
Take cover! Open fire!
bargained for, Major.
Those hills are alive with tribesmen, and more are coming up every minute.
And as long as they can see that scepter, they'll fight to the death.
Whatever he's using as a projector seems to be near the Tartar village. Perhaps we can sneak through the lines and stop him.
It's a desperate gamble, but we'll be wiped out at this rate.
It's worth a try, Allan. Come on. Good luck.
searchlight on the car.
The soldiers have broken through.
Fu Manchu's in that car.
The road turns east over the ridge. I'll cut across and stop him.
Men of the tribe, your High Lama has an important message for you. My children, the prophecy of the holy year is fulfilled. The holy scepter of Genghis Khan now reposes with the English officers. All believers in the true faith must lay down their arms and henceforth follow the leadership of those who hold the holy scepter of the great Khan. For the blessings of peace and contentment which are descended upon us, we will always owe a debt of gratitude to Sir Nayland Smith and Mr. Allan Parker. It was their heroism that prevented the holy scepter from falling into the hands of the false prophet, Fu Manchu.
O greatest of Khans, I stand before you in all humility. Your sacred scepter reposes in the hands of my enemies. My plan to conquer this land, even as you conquered it, has been burned away in the rifle fire of alien soldiery. But there will dawn another day, a day of reckoning, when the forces of Fu Manchu will sweep on to victory. This I pledge you.
So there you have it. Fu Manchu failed in that particular plot, but he escapes to plot vengeance another day. That was extremely fun, and I hope you enjoyed dinner and a movie with the great Emperor Jonwayne Frankenstein. Speaking of that, it's time for our last fortune. And guess what? There is no fortune. I guess that means I can create any fortune I want. I am Emperor Jonwayne Frankenstein. I am God, and I will conquer the universe by hosting cheesy movies.